Welcome to the jungle. Here we are, turn 22. War with Pythium is starting. It's time that we discuss a little bit more about the diplomacy. I've been site searching and I found this site that spreads curses, but it reveals mundane square graphs, which is very good for us. And so now we can take a look. Let's see. In provinces, we're ahead, it seems. Asphodel is behind. Shinoyama and Machaka doing well. Uh, in forts, where are we here? Yeah, we're behind, but we're catching up. And also, we don't need many forts because of our foreign recruitment. In income, we're ahead. Shinoyama, I think, is at war with Abyssia. So their drop should reflect an increase here. Well, not sure this is what happening, but Shinoyama and Machaka are a little bit behind. On gems, I can only know mine. I can't compare. Blood, I don't have any. My research is very bad. I can't see the others, but I'm probably way behind on research. My dominion is going strong. It continues to get stronger as I build temples. And this is a big issue here. Asphodel, with their since they're a point at the game where they can recruit and they get the free spawn from their pop kill at the same time, they're growing massive and they're conquering. So I wish we could have dealt with this earlier, but it's gonna be for later in the game. And ascension points, as we know, I didn't get any throne. These nations got one throne each. In construction, we are building. I wanted a fort here, and I've been sitting a commander here for a long time. But since the war already started, I would rather not risk the losing this fort because they can put a scout here and know that I'm building a fort. And they have a very scary pretender. They have a Titan of War and Wisdom. And let's see if we can check their bless. We don't know yet. Well, not in game at least, but I think Machaka has informed us. And well, there's this fort in the farm right here. And since we plan on winning the war, this is going to be our future fort. And it was very nice of them to build it for us. So now what I'm doing is I'm building here palisades. It's going to protect me from Ind and Calum. It's a nice province, plains, high income, decent population. And here, same deal. We are doing some remote site searching with Astro because it just costs one turn of our Astro once. And it already paid off right here in the lake. You see there, level 9 Astro Mage has searched. That means we used Arcane Probing. Yeah, is that the name of the spell? Yeah. Arcane Probing. We're getting one pearl every turn now. So that's paying off. Here we found one. And some notes about the conversations I had. I have naps with Asphodel, with Calum, with End, with Machaka. Um, Machaka got into a dispute with Pythium over a province that Machaka got first, but was two away from Pythium's cap. Let's see if I can figure out where it is. Because Pythium, yeah, that's the one. Silver Fangs, it's a throne here. And Machaka got here first. And Pythium tried to push him away and he resisted. And then he invited me to fight Pythium. I was already not happy that I had to pay, I think, an exorbitant amount for this farm. So I was happy to join. Now I am making a lot of long term plays, and looking back, I think some of them are wrong. But there's a distinction to be made. If I join a war and I just pretend to be in a war and don't invest my units into defeating the enemy, that's unethical at least, and also there's no point to it, right? So it's better not to join and stay out. But since you're already in a 2v1, you can invest, but not everything, and not send all of your mages. Just send enough that you estimate will be sufficient to defeat the other player, considering there's another person fighting. Now, Machaca convinced Scalaria to join too, so it's in theory a 3v1. This made Pythium very angry with Machaca in particular. And Pythium ignored that they had an app and just attacked him right away when he found out. And Pythium messaged me too, because Machaka told him that I was going to join the war before I did. And he sent me a strange message saying, "Well, are you going to attack me, or are you going to end your nap via game message like a scrub or something?" But I wasn't really offended or anything. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just calling me bad at the game. I am kind of bad at the game, and first of all, it's true. Second of all, it doesn't really matter. And I said, look, buddy, I would it's gonna confirm via Discord anyway, but yeah, we're fighting. So what? And we can continue talking. And what I didn't say, but I was thinking is, I would only stop fighting you if I lose so much that I think I won't gain any benefit. But if you're fighting Machaca because you got into a conflict with him, and I was already not happy about how you expanded too close to me, then yeah, I'll take some provinces from you. And also, I don't want to deal with that Titan now or later. And I think Pythium is a nation with a lot of potential in Dominion 6, late game potential, because they have their communions for rituals, and they have those. I think they might be the only nation that has it. They have communion slaves that are units, are not commanders. So that, in my eyes, with the combined with the super combative pretender chassis, makes them very dangerous. Now, Scalaria here didn't really end up participating in the war too much. We were coordinating where we were going to attack, and now I have a few scouts here checking out how much PD, what they have, where the pretender is. But Scalaria got into a war with Caleb, right? And my borders with Machaca were defined. We were happy with them. Um, Now, during this war, I'm saying this now because it's going to be relevant later. During this war, I had a discussions with Scalaria about what the border would be, and he was asking to keep this fort and the provinces around him, around it. And I think I argued for this one, but I wanted a throne because Machaca already had a throne, and we didn't end up agreeing, so we left to be on a whoever gets it first gets it, and we left it at that. But I ended up considering that Scalaria was asking too much for what he provided, which was not a lot, and that had a reflection later. But maybe he couldn't have known that Kalen was gonna attack him. I don't know the situation. I'm obviously only thinking about what's best for myself because I'm playing to win the game, as everybody should. Now, the attacks, I'm not attacking through the western side. I'm waiting for more units to arrive. My fort here in Oak Beach was finished, so I'm already attacking with some units here, bringing some mages for body ethereal. and whatever this guy can cast. I put him some earth gems so he can start with some earth power, so he'll have better spells. But these guys, they really need boosters to affect the battle a lot. And as I planned, I have my my amphibian units here, and they're attacking through here. I don't have the next turn, which would be turn 23, but it doesn't matter. I can see here with the scout, there's only one PD. Here, I don't expect there to be much, so we will see the other battles. Okay. Here we are at turn 24. I'm sorry that I didn't have turn 23, so I couldn't show the scripting, but we moved in through here and we attacked this province. We can see how it went. There's not a lot, just a little bit of PD. So it's going to be very trivial for us. And we got this fort, which is in a swamp. I was wondering why. I was talking to Machak about this, why he built this fort in a swamp with only 8K population next to another good fort. And he thought it was probably because there are lizard shamans here, and there were. So it's a nice fort. But what I'm thinking is uh, for me to attack further, I think this is a better position, especially considering there's a river here. If I get this fort and it's easier for him to cut me out of my reinforcements. This is closer to my cap, and this ends up more possibilities for me to move in. So, I attacked here, but I'm not going to keep sieging it. I'm going to move my army here. And since I'm moving here, we can look at the script. And we have 67 Bearclan warriors, our meteorite guard, some Ictids left over, the Nids. It's basically the same style of scripting I do with the Bearclans in the back, hoping they make engagement at the same time as the others with these on hold and attack closest. The meteorite can go in front and don't hold because they're so slow. And oops, they're here. And mages body ethereal and summon enough power and their spells for the Bear Clan. Is the scout here blessing the prophet? Yeah, he's here doing divine blessing. Even though he's doing divine blessing, whoever has holy pets is doing blessing too, just in case something happens to the scout. So yeah, this is the script. Let's see how the battle goes. Again, just PD. It's bad because he knows exactly what we're doing, and he has that super combatant pretender. So now I'm starting to get concerned. Sorry, I was in the wrong turn there. As I was saying, I'm getting concerned about how I'm gonna deal with the pretender. Our research is not great. We're not even at construction 3 yet. And the best way I thought to deal with it is use the Nidheres, which I have a few of them. I got them to blast my units when they're fighting and the prophet's not there. But even though they don't have magic paths, they're a good chassis for thugging, for a great sword of sharpness thug. A lot of attack, good stats. Turn 25. We are reinforcing what we have here. We're bringing the cave people and the Bakemono. We lost this that was ours to an event, 40 Triton and Triton guards. And as I said, if I lose a province to Inis, I want to get as fast as possible. And here is another situation where the mobility and foreign recruit of Nidavangr is great. I can move mages that are away. that randoms, and they can come in my lab here that I already have very quick and start reanimating so I can get the province back. We're building, now we're building around the capital. We already have 11 temple here, 11 temple here, 11 temple here. This fort and the Kalon border got finished. And we continue to site search. And from here, we are detaching a group of 66 Bear Clan to take this province, which I have scouted, and I noticed that there's more than one PD. It's quite well organized, the defense. And we at any point we could face the pretender. So this is why I'm not making low commitment attacks, because I don't want to get defeated in detail. And my units have such high damage, the Bear Clan and the Nithpatats, that I think they have a good chance of dealing with that, even though I don't have the thugs I want right now. So let's see how this raid goes. Just the PD. So this is what very well organized is. I think it's just a little bit above 10 or 10. Really overkill. But the pretender could have been here. Turn 26. We're continuing to amass our long dead here, casting reanimation. And how many do we have now? We have 30. We're going to do one more round of casting with 3 mages. And then we'll take this back. We're reinforcing, constructing. And I'm going to bring these guys back that took this province to the attack on the fortress. Here is something that I would change, knowing what I know now. You can see there are 2 enemy candles here. And when you fight on enemy dominion, you have a few penalties, notably 1 penalty to your morale, and they get 1 bonus. This guy, he's only contributing 1 siege strength to bringing down the fortification walls, which have 500. So would have been much better to preach, because the bulk of the siege strength is coming from the units, not from him. Here we left just a few mermen, I think, or turtle tribe that we were not going to use anymore, just to slow them down. But yeah, I focus all my attention here. Since we scouted here, we know that there's only 1 PD. Here we can send a minor commitment raid, and it can be our cub warriors, which we don't value very much. They're very cheap, but 20 of them will be enough to kill 1 PD. So let's see how it goes. Oh, my cub warriors. Poor commander. Yoink. Turn 27. We reached construction 3. We're now getting some more enchantment and conjuration. This is going to allow us to do all the remote site searching. And then we're going for some alteration, thaumaturgy, and construction 5. We can't do much gear with construction 3, but I'm also trading with Machaka, who is doing much better in research. And I can craft Crown of Lead, which is going to help us be able to attack through Astral Shield, and a Great Sword of Sharpness. We're Well, we succeeded here. As we saw, we got attacked by 40 barbs here, which sucks. But, this makes me even happier that I chose to take this fort, because I'll kind of be isolated if my whole army were here. But he took this back. He sent a raid with just a few serpent cataphracts, but they're very strong. and they took the PD I had here. Yeah, good units. Only 5 magic resistance, but it doesn't matter at this point of the game. So I lost not only this province I took from him, but I lost the 300 I invested in the temple here. But it's okay. I have my fort here. I'm not concerned that he's going to make many gains. The fort allows me to defend better. And I can keep annoying Pythium, keep him distracted here while I make advances. And I'm moving my raid back, but the Bakemonos and the Crow Clan archers that I have, now I'm using the Nidheres that are also stealthy to sneak them in, and I will look for weak provinces to raid. I don't mind if I lose these units very much. I'm not going to get money from deep raiding, but it's just to keep Pythium on edge and having to defend several places, not knowing where I'm going to attack. So let's start with the battle to retake my lake from the Triton Guard. Looking at the script, we have our long dad. They have different combat speeds, so I separated them in groups and I put the faster ones further back like I usually do. Go my undead minions. Very nice. Yeah, this group was in lower numbers, got completely destroyed, but the top group did well, was enough to rout the whole army. Here's the result. We lost 18 undead. That's okay. Oh, no wonder the Tritons wanted to take it back, right? It's called the Triton Sea. And here at Mark, we are storming the castle I want. I have a few more mages. Let's see what their scripts are. Body Ethereal, Moss Body, Summon Earth Power. Moss Body would be better with Poison Resist, but I don't have that at that point. Instead of doing Enlarge, now I'm doing Strength of Giants with my Bear Clan. Because if the Pretender does show up, I want my guys who already hit very hard to hit even harder because she has like between 100 and 200 HP. And also it's not going to reduce the attack density as Enlarge does. So yeah, this is the script. There a little more to the back. But yeah, these guys are leaving. There's no way. Oh yeah, I press Y and see only the guys stay. Okay, this makes more sense now. Yeah, a little bit to the back because there's going to be archer fire. I don't think I can break through the gate right away, so it's better to have some patience and fight at the gate, even though we'll lose a few to archers and whatever mages are there. Let's see how it goes. So first of all, before I could storm, I got attacked by the pretender. And I don't have my thugs ready yet, so it's up to my troops to deal with this. Let's put on team colored squares and combat round. Ranger's boots gives reinvigoration, bracers of protection. This chassis already comes with good gear, so it doesn't need a lot. It has Mistform, is ethereal, resistance to slash, blunt, and pierce. It has fear. Reinvigoration is up to 6. 5 air, 6 earth, 6 astral. Mistform. 93 HP. 18 magic resistance. If only we could cast spells. Well, we can we can use our smite. But yeah, very dangerous. Oh, and of course, worst of all, she's a combat caster, so she's gonna be attacking with her enchanted spear, which is magical, and her awl, which is part of the chassis. Has a third here. It doesn't have regen, but due to the mod, it has pretenders have enchanted blood and affliction resistance. So yeah, this was the mod to pick a pretender like that. Very, very dangerous. Astro shield. We're really gonna have to count on our bear clan and most of all on our Nidbathets. It's gonna cost the lives or the scar souls of quite a few of them, but since I decided to join this war, and since this is what I have to fight, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so these guys are getting paralyzed. They're not even attacking. Shockwave does so much damage. Some of my guys have body theory on them, but that's irrelevant. She's taking so little damage, she's regenerating. Her defense is still 14. Harass penalty -10. Experience bonus, shield parry. So several layers of defense. The protection is up at 31. The Bear Clan here are paralyzed, right? Yeah, and they broke. So a lot of them are not even attacking. This is why the harass penalty doesn't increase. Some of the shockwaves only take Scar Souls, and then you can see a bunch of them getting cleared out because they ran out of Scar Souls. Got some good hits there. But the defense skill lowers and rises again when she doesn't get attacked for too long. Shockwave does so much damage. And she fled after too much damage. And this is what she inflicted. 18 Bear Clan warriors, 12 of the 20 Cub warriors, but they fled. The Burkids also took 5 out of 9 losses, but they fled. Dictates also half of them, but they fled. Meteorite Guard, I lost 9. Nidbathets, I only lost 7. But considering the number of Scar Souls, we can estimate that we really lost a lot more than that. A lot of them are probably at only 1 Scar Soul now. But since we won the battle, here's the storm. Much fewer. Clan. Rip. You'll be missed. What do they have here? This is the... This is just the PD. They're leaving the fortress, which is good. But they have a lot of these serpent cataphracts here, and they have a lot of them have been given body theory, which is bad for us because we don't have magic weapons. And we have communicants here and some T-works that from the capital. And the Soul Slays are getting us, and we are having a tough time. We already cleared the PD, but we're getting shot by slings, and we don't have a lot of protection, so it hurts us. We already know the Serpent Cataphracts are strong with body theory on them, it's even worse for us. We don't have as much mage support, so it is tough. Eventually we get through. The circle cap trucks had enough. The slings didn't do enough. The tier communicants routed. Or maybe they burned out. Is this, yeah, this is a communimaster. He doesn't have the communicants anymore, so he's fatigued out. Still gonna cast a few spells here and there, but not many. And we take the fortress as we want to. More through the might of our troops than anything, because we didn't really have a lot of mage support, but we did the best with what we had. And this is what was the result. There was a temple there, it was raised. So yeah, maybe we can watch again to see exactly what happened to the communicants. Yeah, we can see here that there were 33 serpent cataphracts which held the gate, and they killed 14 units. But the Theurgaculites, which were communimasters, killed only 8, killed 13 too. But let's watch again real quick, just to see the fatigue on the communicants here. So these guys are ready. Oh, they start with body 3 and they cast communimaster later. Right. Good scripting on his part. Yeah. Now they cast communimaster. And they have 8 slaves. Slaves are all the communicant here. You don't need all of them to cast fanaticism, only one. But, okay. But it doesn't matter. The main thing with this script is what they're going to do. So just soul slay spam. And now they're at 51 fatigue. Let's see after all these soul slays what's happening here. Yeah, 99 fatigue. So it's okay. They only start taking damage when it's 200. But yeah, these types of communions where you have like the same number of masters as slaves, you gotta win the battle quick, otherwise it's gonna burn out. It's already at 167. How about round 13? It's already at 200. Now they'll start taking damage. Yeah, they already did. Yeah, all of them already taking damage from extra fatigue. You see the ones popping here. So now they weren't getting much fatigue. When they lose them, they'll get all the fatigue and they'll stop casting. Yeah, they disappeared because they just got 2 damage from the fatigue. And at the same time, most of the serpent cataphracts are cleared here. Okay, that explains it. So turn 28, we now have this fort, We already found a place to attack with our sneaky dudes here. Recalling it's the Bakemono and the Crow Clan archers. They took this back. Now they attacked us here. We had PD, but we didn't build a temple this time because we know they're coming. I think they reinforced with mages and more serpent cataphracts, which is good. We're drawing away these expensive units from their capital, so that's gonna help Machaca make progress in their side. Also, they weren't there defending the fortress at Mark that we just took, but of course they're going to destroy this land tribe here. Um, we're also, well, we took the Triton Sea back. We already saw that, and we are taking the our province here back from the barbarians. Also, now I'm making my thugs. I have Disney here, which has increased attack skill. So his attack skill is at 25. And I forged this great sword of sharpness. I forged this crown lad. I don't know if I forged this or I bought it, but I think I forged it. And you might look at this and say, Jungle Man, why are you giving a dire wolf bat to a thug? He probably has even better armor when you recruit him. What does he come with? Yeah, scale mail. You're reducing his protection. Why are you doing that? Well, it's not about that. Because each hit is gonna kill a Scarso anyway from that pretender. And I need all the attack skill I can get, and one more defense skill. He might not get it because he does have high defense skill. So for the specific purpose of fighting that pretender, I think this is an improvement. Well, you may disagree. I don't have stuff to fill all the slots, so I made this champion skull, and I think I made a couple, and I'm passing them around to people and I have more stats. This guy has much better gear out of the bat, and so since he's so resilient, I give him a helmet that gives fear just to have here. But he doesn't even need a great sword sharpness. Well, of course, it would be even better for the pretender, but having a magic attack, uh, 20, 27, it's going to be buffed with strength, probably. Made his protection even higher with the bracers of protection. So I'm starting to add thugs because I know we're going to see the pretender again. In fact, I know she's right here because I have a scout here. I lost the fortress, but I left a scout. Here's another little thug. This guy didn't get in the Hall of Fame yet, but the same kit with the sword and the crown of lead. It's only one magic resistance, but it helps going through Astral Shield. Um, had this item from the Battle of Bogus earlier, Precious from there, the Cat Charm from there too. The same idea increases a little bit of defense. Better to have more defense when you have high defense than have protection when one hit's gonna kill one of your Scar Souls anyway. On the Indies here, we sent some of our guys, but I'm not even going to show the battle because they just ran away. It was very strange what happened when I attacked. They didn't have a commander. These barbarians, this event, it's special monsters. It's not a flag, a normal independence flag like here. That's a gray square flag. It's a busted up, darker gray flag. They sometimes move around, sometimes they stay still. I don't know why, but only the commander moved here. Or maybe that was a replay bug. Well, we'll see next turn. I'll check. But yeah, we won that, and we can check our little raid here. Uh, so the archers in front to start firing right away. If you put hold and fire, and the unit is in range, the hold during the hold they're gonna fire, and the undisciplined you can't control, and uh, the few Bakemono here that we have that are stealth are just there to avoid that the units get to the archers, but if they face anything, they'll probably die. Let's see how it goes. So we already knew there wasn't barely any PD here. Although there was some, maybe this is 6. But yeah, not enough. And he didn't reinforce. He didn't know the attack was coming because there it's in the middle of these lands and there were no units adjacent, but we're taking advantage of stealth for this. This is the tally. We lost 2 Bakemono shows, 1 Bakemono archer, and 1 wolf that we sent there just to distract. Turn 29. Well, we made this annoyance here, which is bad for them. We are coordinating with Machaka, but Machaka doesn't seem to be making a lot of progress. But also, from what I heard, when Pythium attacked him before he considered the map invalid and attacked right away, he destroyed like 60 of the very expensive spiders that Machaka has. The the Black Hunters, 100 gold. Size 9 spider with rider. It's sacred. We know what the bless is. Let's check. No, we don't. Not in the game at least. And we got this province back from the barbarians. We're reinforcing. We're crafting more gear. Although we still only have construction 3. It really should have been have better research now. But we're bringing more mages, and we are now gonna focus on this fort. With these 2 forts, then I'm gonna feel more comfortable building a fort here. Um, as I said, I want this, but I don't want to join a war and then not make an effort, right? I think it would be really bad for me to. If I can take this with 1 mage, it's all right, but I can't at this point. So I'm not going to defer troops to get this throne. I'm gonna keep the pressure on. So everybody that's coming here now, we have our crow clan that was side searching with some shadow bolts. This spell does a lot of damage. No, only area effect 1. So it's not a lot, but it could destroy mist form. It could cause paralysis. So it's a try to deal with the bit pretender. Gift of Giant Strength, Body Ethereal, and Mouse Body. Spread out like this. The mage is in the middle, covered by units, because I fear that she may fly in and get to our mages. Let's see how it goes. Just PD. Missing all the shadow bolts. At least I didn't hit my own units. Still on turn 29 here. I noticed that on the file that I have, my sneaky guys are just sneaking. They're not attacking, but they really did attack. So this is one of the instances where I saved the file, and then right before the turn rolled, I probably changed something. I changed my mind. Uh, Sometimes this happens, and I have a thought, and I say, you know what? Why don't I attack? I want to cause more distraction. I don't care if I'm losing. I don't have to be too careful. And I'm not attacking because I don't know how much PD it is, and I don't want to get a lot of PD. Here, it's quite well organized. It's probably more than 10 or between 10 and 15, something like that. I don't remember exactly. You can find that out. But I ended up attacking. I don't think I changed the script, so we can see how this goes. You know what I think happened? I think they got caught. because there's some patrol strength when you have 10 PD or more, and that's what probably happened. Just these archers got caught, but they were good enough to win against those mounted archers, which are hard. Yeah, I don't know why. I look at this Crow Clan archers. They don't seem very good, to be honest. They just seem like normal archers. Yeah, the movement is nice, the cold resist is nice, the sneaking is nice, but they seem to do a lot better than their stats say they should. Okay, so turn 30, our guys are stealthing again, looking to be annoying. Of course, he took back, but I don't left 1 PD there. I'm not getting income from these provinces I'm raiding anyway. But it sucks for him to have to spread out their cataphracts like that. So he cannot attack me with many. And this is the extent of Scalarius' help. Uh, and again, I'm not complaining that he's not fighting because he's also fighting Caleb. But in my mind, I don't think it's fair that he doesn't want to see this thrown to me while he's gonna get this fort. Is not even gonna have to fight for it. I'm losing a lot of units fighting here. And actually, I'm warning because we're on the same side against Pythium, right? So I'm warning Machaka of everything I see, where the pretender is, how much PD is in each place. And at one point, I tell him he consolidated the the army at the capital. So I told them to watch out because they could move and attack here. And instead of reinforcing, what it is move the army away. So of course it's helpful. Just that Pythium had to do that. It's helpful for us, but he's not really sacrificing his troops for the cause. Let's say. Um, yeah, we're still sieging here. We didn't crack yet. He attacked us here with a group of serpents and 2 mages casting body ethereal. We didn't try to defend it, but that's okay. We have the walls now, and since we have the walls, and we have our troops around here, we're kicking them out, so we can progress. You can see I'm bringing in with my scout these amulets of giants. I don't remember if I crafted or if it's construction 5 at this point. I probably asked Machaka to craft it and paid him. If it's construction 3, I crafted it. The dancing trident's the same thing. I was finding that the great sort of sharpness thugs, were having trouble reaching the the titan. So maybe with Mars size, they could get there, and it increases their HP too and strength. So I think it's an advantage in this particular case. Dancing trident is just to help harass, help bring down mist form, etc. Yeah, here on the we can see that Machak is sending the things that we're buying. The Titan jumped on us here at the Dragon Scale Mountains, and we don't have our thugs fully kitted out yet. And trying to cut our reinforcements, but doesn't look like it's going to be different than from the last battle we saw her. She causes damage. She's hard to deal with, but she doesn't last long enough. But yeah, bye-bye Scar Souls. Every shockwave, man, does so much damage. See, wouldn't you want to get rid of this nation? Yeah, around 25, she already retreated. And since we already have this fortress, our focus is sieging down and taking this fortress as Tiash now. But we don't want to leave it under siege, even if they don't have enough siege strength to bring the walls down, because they can put units here and from here threaten other provinces, like I did. I attacked these two and had my stealthy dudes raid his cap circle. So we're bringing part of our army here, although we are keeping the gear tugs on Tiash, where we're bringing down the walls. So this is the script. It's a few bear clan, a little mage support, some units to distract. Let's see how it goes. It's just the same group, just a few serpent cataphracts and the mages putting body theory on them. They're gonna kill all wolves and cavemen, of course, but I don't see them doing very well against the actual army. Body theory was strong against us, but not strong enough. Yeah, this is the tally. When you see this crow minus crow 1 death, crow clan Sith Barander -1 means that I brought him in crow form and then changed shape. So he didn't really die. Also, well, I just remember I need to say something, but I'll say later. Even then was easy. We lost 13 Bear Clan warriors and our wolves. Okay, turn 31 now. What I wanted to say that I just remembered speaking about the crows is that isn't no, it's an enchantment. Yes, you want to get enchantment 4, which I'm researching right now actually, to get to Twiceborn, because these guys really benefit from Twiceborn. You can get an extra death path when you die. Also, they're old and they will cost no upkeep, and they will have less encumbrance. They'll be able to cast more spells. Now, I have money, so I don't mind the upkeep, and I prefer to have the option to have them as scrolls, and also not have the vulnerabilities that undead have. But it's basically like getting a second mage when you die, right? That can even have a stronger path. So anyway, going back to our battles here at the fortresses, Pythium tried to bait me out here with that group. It was a significant group, so I had to send an army, but I kept the thugs here. I kept the majority of the army here. I just sent what I thought I needed. And he attacked me with the Pretender again here. It's the third time we defeat her. But now our thugs are here. They're not great, but yeah, this guy is not enlarged. So I don't know if he even's gonna get there. I gave the Traitor Prince Burning Pearl. Chris's attack. Yeah, it's the same usual script. He even had a Lizard Shaman here to fluff. Probably the regeneration. Oh, now has a Black Steel full plate. So the protection is going to be even higher. But this might be a mistake because this is going to raise encumbers so much. Because this number here encumbers 4. It's twice this an extra fatigue when you're spellcasting. And she with combat caster is going to spellcast all the time. So she might have been better off without this. I always think adding more gear is making it better, but not always. I think there's an issue with this replay, maybe due to changing versions of the minions, because I'm recording this and it has already been months since I played this turn. But I remember this particular battle. I remember that the thugs did get in and did get hits in with very high damage. I'm struggling to even find them, and what I think is happening is they're moving back as if they were. This guy's retreating. Okay, as if they were. Yeah, they're back here. Yeah, you can see that he has a little detail of golden detail in his sword hilt. It's very hard to see, but you can see it if you pay attention. Yeah, look, he's going back as if he's scripted to stay behind troops. He's going back because there are undead being summoned by the Crow Clan mage here. But this is not what happened in the actual battle. The actual battle he did get hits in. Anyway, let's see how she's doing. 85 fatigue. It's probably causing a lot of damage as she usually does. I wish this mushroom wasn't here so I could have 3 Nidheres as I have in the other squares. Ouch. Yeah, that little green explosion was one of my boss bodies going up, and it causes poison damage to my own units. Is she poisoned at all? No. Didn't affect her. Okay, I saw a big hit there. 85 fatigue seals. She's holding on. How much reinvig she has? 6. It's a lot. Protective force 2. This is a tough pretender to deal with. No wonder Machaca lost their entire army. Oh no, another shockwave. Here it comes. Ouch. Let's see now. Yeah, now she's fatigued out. So now it's our opportunity to get some damage in. Our smites are not doing anything, and she recovered the fatigue. She's gonna attack and do another spell. Let's just keep watching. Okay, paralyzed. That was good, but didn't last long. Yeah, she's going over fatigue and recovering with reinvigoration. The nature mages on advanced and cast are not bad because sometimes they cast heal. Maybe save the few scar souls. So with all of these defenses, she can fatigue out, keep going. She's not even going to 0 defense with the harass penalty. And the Astro Shield, and the Ethereal, and the Protective Force. Well, now we broke her shield and we crippled her. Well, that's nice. But yeah, she's recovering. She has fear too, right? Yeah, fear. Combat round 90, we're approaching twilight hours. I don't remember exactly which combat round it is. Maybe 95. But yeah, she's just grinding me down and I'm not advancing. Maximum hit points 116, she's at 112. I get some hits, but she regenerates. Okay, it's 100. Now everything is dispelled. She instantly takes a bunch of hits, is routed. Let's see. See if we can catch a few here. Eight points of damage, hit in the leg. 6 points of damage, hit in the arms from the Nidheres. 8 points of damage, hit in the leg. 18 in the leg. Yeah, you see, when if she doesn't kill us by around 100, she loses all those buffs. And damage increased to 23. This was a big roll, also in the leg. She's retreated and she flies. Well, she doesn't fly anymore because she lost her buffs due to Twilight. And she's crippled and limp. 14 HP. And she died. Don't know exactly what killed her here. But yeah, we finally killed her. This was the battle result. She killed 59. Yeah, I think this gives us an idea of how many Scar Souls died. Because look, here it only says 22, but it was twice as much because she killed 7 archers. I don't know how. Oh, maybe they attacked when they ran out of ammo, but I didn't see that happening. It was probably with evocations. And even though it didn't show, I'm pretty sure this in this battle, the thug that had the amulet of giants managed to get in, and he was scripted to attack large monsters. Well, he's in stay behind troops now, but maybe because I changed it, I don't know. Anyway, I gave him the name Titan Slayer. Okay, so now we got this fort, we defended this fort, we won against the Titan 3 times, we finally killed her. Left her with a bunch of afflictions. We have some geared thugs now. We have a lot more mages that we sent. We're continuing to reinforce. And we're doing a cheeky little raid here again. Joining with the I didn't find anywhere else for the archers to attack. Yeah, I think it was this turn that I warned. I said, look, there are 80 units here, cataphracts, that I can see with my scout. Beware. And what I was expecting him to do was to invest more, like I am doing. I'm not backing down. Even though I'm losing, I'm fighting. But he moved away, and which is okay. I'm not criticizing him for that, but for doing that and wanting this throne, I thought that was too much. So I didn't find something that the archers could take on his own, and also that Machaka wasn't taking. Machaka has a nice cryo sphinx here. I'm doing a cheeky little raid here with some of my Nidheres, mage support, and joining with the archers. Okay, reviewing this turn, I found a strange event that I didn't pay a lot of attention to. It says, one of our commanders has entered the Cave of Dark Rites. The unspeakable ceremonies performed therein have tainted the soul of your servant. With this taint comes unexpected influence over creatures of mystical origin. So did this increase his magical leadership and he gained distinct presence? Something otherworldly seems to be controlling this unit. It hasn't. Oh, it did. Oh, okay. So this Cave of Dark Rites does that. Maybe I should move more units there. We can do a review of our construction. We put our temple here again. We put a temple here. We have temple here, temple here, temple here with labs. Here we build a fort. And we found this great site. And we're going to be able to have better Earth mages with a great Earth Astral cross path. Also with possible randoms in air and fire. Amazing site, amazing mage, and I was already building a fort in this province anyway, so really happy with that. Um, we got our fort here, we got our fort here. Here we can start building whenever we want, but I didn't yet. And we can use our site here from the Chrome to check the graphs. So on provinces, I am ahead. Machaca was ahead for a bit, but I conquered. Though he's conquering back now. He lost a little bit when the war started, I think. On forts, now I was below, but now I'm ahead. On income, I am ahead. Gem income is growing because I'm site searching. Research is like not really. This should be an exponential graph. It should be a curve, and I'm not happy with this. Dominion is growing nicely. Army size, we didn't really gain a lot because we're suffering attrition fighting that Titan. I think this is a good point to stop at this episode. We have been successful in our fight. We defeated the Titan twice and ended up killing her, even named one of our thugs Titan Slayer because of it. Um, it's not a fair fight. It is technically a 3v1, even though Scalaris is not doing a lot. But I got the impression from a lot of players here that they think that it's only fair to fight 1v1s, and I don't view dominions at all. Also, this is set on Machiavellian diplomacy, right? So even non-aggression pacts are not binding, and I don't remember a chapter of the Prince saying you only have to fight fair battles. Yeah, if you can fight unfair wars that are advantage you, you should, right? See you next time.